Hi YouTube, this is MrLoganX87 and today I've got for you a video a bit different than usual. I want to talk about the situation with the new loot boxes. Um, some might say it's a bit late to the party, but that is far from truth because this whole situation is just started and it's gonna last for a very long time. It's not going anywhere. Before I start my rant, two things. One, I've been playing this game since 2011. I started roughly like 3 months after the closed beta ended. I've seen every single change in the game. I've seen all the updates, all the good and bad changes. I've seen the whole evolution of this game, and I've seen what was happening before, what's happening right now. I see the difference, and honestly, I invested a lot of money into this game. I invested a lot of emotions, time, and just pure dedication, into my account. And what's happening right now is pretty bad. So, and the second thing, I do understand that the loot boxes in other games are a lot more expensive than they were so far, at least in World of Tanks. But that's a very lame excuse. So yeah. Now, I do believe that this time Wargaming crossed the line. Literally, they crossed the line with the pricing for those loot boxes and with the whole concept of three boxes, like box in the box in the box. Like, come on, man, just insane, right? Like box in the box in the box. Uh, how can you explain a situation when from the boxes, like from Christmas event, like 250 euros, or like I don't know, 300 to $300 something for the highest amount of loot boxes, right? To get all the tanks each time. That was 250 to $300, euros, whatever. And how do you jump from 250 to 1,500 to get everything? How, how do you explain that? By just like that, by snap of the fingers, you jump from 250 to 1,500. That is not normal. That didn't happen before. I mean, fair enough. They've been putting three times the amount of loot boxes during the last year. I mean, in recent 5 months, I think they gave us the amount of events, paid events, for equal to like the whole 2 years, which is insane. But okay, fair enough. You can choose whether you want to buy it or not. Fine, okay, you can. But right now, to get all the tanks from a single event, you need to pay the amount of money that you usually paid for the whole year. That is insane. And it's not going anywhere. This is just the beginning. They're gonna push this to other events. They're just trying it, they're just testing what the community will do. And the community is not handling this very well. And I'm not talking about the how people divided. Some of them are accepting the situation, some of them are against the situation. That's not the point. The point is that the CCs, the community contributors or content creators, however you want to call them, they fully supported wargaming. Not all of them, fair enough, not all of them, but the main ones, all of them. The main ones, all of them fully supported wargaming in those loot boxes. And that's the issue. That's the biggest issue. Because it doesn't matter if you are a content creator uh, fully supported by wargaming or not. If you're making a video about those tanks, literally like, about those tanks, like a review, anything, or a video about opening boxes, you're fully supporting the whole situation. You're creating a free advertisement for the whole event and for the full loot boxes. It doesn't matter if you're gonna say in the video that it's up to you. if you want to buy it or not, it's up to you. No, it doesn't matter. That's a free advertisement, fully free advertisement for the whole event. It doesn't matter what you're going to say in it. You're making a fully free advertisement. That's not right. That's one thing. The second thing is, so far, in the previous situations where Wargaming was trying to cross the line with some updates, like the Crew 2.0, for example, all the CCs were against it, and they made video being against it. They actually stood up to Wargaming and supported the community. This time, they said, screw the community because we can make money out of videos, right? Yeah, that's not a thing. I've for last couple of days because I'm a bit late to the party because I was watching videos and streams from all the community contributors, basically on Twitch. I've seen multiple videos on YouTube, trying to figure out what's their approach. And it doesn't matter if you're gonna delay the video until after the event. It doesn't matter if you're gonna say in the video that Wargaming should be ashamed. Doesn't matter because you're still making a video. You're still playing those tanks on stream. You're still making a video reviewing the tank. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what you're gonna do. If you're doing the review of the tank, you're making the advertisement. It doesn't matter if you're gonna delay the video for after the event. Still, you're saying to people that sure, buy the boxes. Sure, I'm gonna make a video for you right after the event. Hold on, hold on. That's what you're saying. Come on. And again, if you're saying in a video that the wargaming should be ashamed of the loot boxes, fine, they should be ashamed. But there you go. There's the review of those tanks. Isn't that a hypocrisy? Of course there is. This is the whole situation. The community contributors for years they were actually supporting the community, and you could see them. You could see them doing that. This time, that was a business decision. Now, fair enough. I do understand that they are making money from videos and streams, and this is their job. But unlike what they're saying that they are losing money by not making the videos, uh, that is some nice bullshit right there. That if a top content creators on Twitch and YouTube are losing money by not showing 3 to 5 videos, then they're lying to you. They are literally lying to you. There's just no there's nothing they can say to justify that whole situation. This is a situation that should not appear overall, because um, people are watching those videos, people are watching streams, people are watching YouTube videos, and they get attached to community contributors, and what they say people will do. How they react, people will react accordingly. It's sad that they are out of touch completely, because they know what they're doing, and Wargaming knows how to approach community contributors, what they should say. They know that. They all know that. And it's situation like this showing that everyone has a price. You just need to give the amount of zeros that you want. That's it. Everyone has a price. There's nobody above that. Um, those content creators are making daily videos, right? They are making daily videos. They've got backups. They've got multiple videos recorded way before the premiere, right? They've got tons of backup videos. They do. If they're saying to you that they're losing money because of that, that's absolutely not true. They just need to put up a different video. That's it. And I understand that some of the smaller content creators and smaller CCs they might struggle because of that, but at the same time they're not making that much money out of those videos to justify the whole situation. You either supporting the community or you're against it. There's no middle ground, you're either part of community or part of the company. That's basically it. There is no middle ground. You either make videos or you don't. Delay is not a solution. I mean, if you whatever you do, you just don't make a video. Don't support this whole situation. You just don't, because every video with those tanks in it, with MBTB or Chieftain or whatever, right? Um, every video, every gameplay that supports sales of those tanks, of those loot boxes. It really does, because that's an advertisement. Every advertisement will make some money for the company. Yes, 1,000 people will watch the video, maybe one will buy it, but still, that's one person that will buy it, and that's it. That's all they need out of those 1,000, 2,000, 100,000 views, million views, whatever. They want those couple people, couple hundred people that will buy those loot boxes. That's what it is. That's how advertisements work. Not everyone that watches the ad will buy the product. Just a small portion will. That's the whole point. So yeah, every video fully supports those this whole situation. The thing is, those tanks and this event should be completely mocked and forgotten. All the content creators should not make any videos about it and just let it die. Simply, just don't make videos and don't stream those tanks on Twitch. Why? You say that at first, those when the whole situation started, every community contributor, every of those big YouTubers, streamers, they made a video about this whole situation, saying it's wrong. Well, yeah, it is, duh, uh, and that they still will make videos. It's bad, it's wrong, but they still will make videos. And they started streaming, right? They started streaming. They started playing those tanks on streams, like almost all of them, basically. I think I've seen. I think all of them playing those tanks on stream. Quite natural. Again, it's an ad. Um, the day after, because the huge backlash on the Reddit, all over the internet, basically, there was a huge backlash. They stopped. They stopped putting videos. Uh, and they stopped streaming those tanks. Then they made another video saying, "Well, I think I'm gonna make a decision not to stream those tanks because I think like it's a bit too much and it's wrong." Well, you already knew that. You just lied in the first video, then did whatever you want, and now you're lying again. But it's and people are still buying this. Like people still buying this bullshit. Come on, it is just ridiculous that people buy this bullshit from those people. That is absolutely disgusting what happened during those recent days, honestly. And I've seen multiple videos from many community contributors um, talking about this whole situation. Some of them saying that they deserve this because they're the content creators. They deserve those loot boxes that the free loot boxes that Wargaming gave them. Yeah, well, you don't. It's not that you deserve. No, you don't deserve it. They are literally buying you with those loot boxes. So if your price is like $1,000, if that's your price, then come on, really, $1,000 for your time? That's ridiculous. If your whole channel is worth $1,000, then that's a bigger issue. If those 3 videos on those huge channels for top content creators, if those 3 to 5 videos are making a difference for the whole channel, then they're lying to you, because they're not. Those videos are not making any difference to them. They're just gonna put up a different video with different gameplay that they already recorded days before, and it's gonna make same amount of views, or even slightly less, but it's not gonna change it. They're not gonna make they're not gonna buy a car because of one video. This is not the same amount of views. They're not making that much money. They were just angry that people attacked them and they couldn't show you those videos, because they wanted more attention from it. Cool, great, that's their job. But here's the thing: people are saying, a lot of the people are saying that it's up to them what they do with their money. No, it's not. It's up to you how you spend your money. Yes, as long as it doesn't affect other people. But in this situation, the way you spend money in an online game affects other players of this online game, because it shows to the game developer that they can make money out of a situation like this. And again, you can do whatever you want with your money. You can do whatever you want in your life as long as you don't affect other people. That's the simple rule. So yes, you can do what it's your money. Do whatever you want. Don't affect other people. Affect yourself, not other people. But this is a simple thing that people really don't understand. One of the I've been playing other games as well aside from World of Tanks somehow. Um, and another great example was the Diablo franchise. A couple of years ago, um, Diablo 3 basically died out. Development stopped, and they were preparing Diablo 4. But before that, they made Diablo Immortal with insane amount of microtransactions in it, like literally insane. It was some pay to win mechanic, but that's a single player game, so pay to win's a overstatement. But still, again, that kind of was a pay to win microtransaction there. But the thing was that Diablo Immortal was a kind of a mobile game, but you can play that on PC as well, with microtransactions that people actually spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on those microtransactions there. That's not micro anymore. And one of the top streamers showed that he spent like $15,000 to get one item or crystal, whatever that was. I don't remember, but he spent $15,000 and he didn't get that. That's how ridiculous those microtransactions were. And again, everyone's saying it's my money. I can do whatever I want. I don't care. I can. This is my life, my money. No, it's not. Because I've been saying this for years. However you spend money in an online game and however you spend your money affects others. And it did. When Diablo 4 came out, they put like 80% of the budget into microtransactions, into development of the in-game store. And that's how the game looks like. The most amount of content in the game in Diablo 4 is not in the game, it's in the game shop. There we go. People were saying for years, vote with your wallet. Yes, vote with your wallet. Because those companies are are created to make money. Well, of course. So if you spend money, they always trying to get more. That's the whole point of having a company. That's fine. Don't blame the company. Blame the people that are paying them. If you want to spend money, sure, spend money on the game, but do it rationally. Just have some brain cells and do it how it's supposed to be done, right? Um, the amount of people paying in World of Tanks is insane because the game is making tons of money, but they've been trying to cross the line all the time. At first, it was only Christmas loot boxes, right? Only. Then they introduced Waffentrager event, another loot boxes. Then, after like, what, 2 years something, another like loot boxes for I forget what that was, Saint Patrick Day, I think. Another loot boxes. Then Chinese New Year, another loot boxes, and again and again and again, because the Christmas loot boxes was a success. That's fine, but the amount of money people spent on it was so high that the company wanted more, and again and again and again. And now they trying to get even more. And if you're gonna pay for those loot boxes, if you're not gonna mock and literally deny those loot boxes, those are the only type of loot boxes that you're gonna get in World of Tanks from now on. And believe me, it will happen. It's not gonna change. Similar situation is right now on the Russian server, which is kind of run by Wargaming, not exactly, but through other companies. So a bit of a shady thing, but yeah, that kind of situation is on the Russian server, and I think on the Chinese server, not sure that about that, but whatever. Um, and they're gonna put that on the EU server as well. It will happen because this event will be a. It's not gonna be a success, but they're gonna make money out of it. So it depends how much they're aiming for and how much they're gonna get. They're gonna put those kind of loot boxes for the next event. They will. If it's not gonna be this year or at the end of the year, it's gonna be next year. They will. They absolutely will. And remember, for the first time, they are selling tier 10 tanks. Like for real, actual money, they are selling you tier 10 tanks. And nobody thought that will happen, but it did happen on the Russian server, and now it's happening on the EU server. So if you can check videos or some, I don't know, on the website or somewhere how a game looks like on the Russian server, and that's how it's going to be on the EU server. If that's what you want, then I'm sorry, but this game is not for you. Honestly, it is really not. Because if this game is going to be all about money, then that's not how it should be. And this is not the first situation like this overall. Uh, Back in the day, you had games like 15, 20 years ago without any DLCs. Can you imagine? A game without a DLC. Just a full product. The game came out, the end of the development. That's it. Then they started introducing DLCs. People are saying, don't buy that because that's all you're going to get. And now, what you get, people are actually asking for DLCs. How many more will this game have? That's how it works. The amount of money, the way you spend your money affects the entire community. It's not just you. It doesn't affect your account. It affects the entire community. It's so simple and yet so hard to understand for people. I know that the gaming community became so brain dead that they can't comprehend a simple thing. But yeah, that's how it is. And Wargaming knows that. Wargaming do understand that a single person is smart, but the collective, the community is brain dead. Absolutely brain dead. That's why they are spreading this through YouTube videos, through content creators, through paid content creators because they're paying them with loot boxes and God knows what else. Um, and this is how it looks like. You will get those loot boxes again and again and again. If you're not going to stop them right now with this event, if you're not going to stop them right now with this exact event, you get those loot boxes again and again and again. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar with Christmas event. If it's not like this, it's going to be something similar to this because they're gonna check how much backlash there was in this event, and they're gonna adjust because that's what they do. They will adjust the situation to the backlash, and they're gonna slowly cross the line like they did over the years. So it depends on you. What do you want to do with this game? If you want to destroy the game, buy the loot boxes. If you want to support the game, absolutely deny Wargaming this event because this is ridiculous what they did, and they should pay the price for this. Actually, they honestly should. Um, and again about videos from creators, the lack of those tanks on the in their videos would help. It actually would help because people, like I said, people are watching them. People will see that they are against this event. Um, and this has to be top content creators because they've got the range. They've got the range to do something. But they stood against the community this time. This is actually this time they stood against the community. Um, they simply choose to support the company instead of a community. Um, I mean, hearing from some content creators that they are taking one for the team. Like, come on, that's just corporate mumbling, you know. You're not because they are delaying the video and they are taking one for the team. No, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you're not. No, you're not doing that. No, you're just supporting the company over your own community, basically. That is not fair for all the years of support, financial support that people gave you as a content creator, and many others. You're supporting the company instead of your community. That's low. That is actually low, you know. And there are some honest, actual honest content creators and CCs on Twitch that they stood up against this whole situation, and I would like to thank them. I would like to thank them very, very much, because this should happen with all of them, not just like two or three of them that I witnessed, but with all of them. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Um, those top content creators do have resources to refuse and deny this event, while the smaller content creators, they don't. They I understand that they need those videos to make some more revenue, but again, they're not making that much money out of it. So it's just a matter of who do you want to support, right? But this is, again, every single person telling you they're taking a revenue loss by not making videos, but not by not making tank reviews, are lying to you. They're absolutely lying to you. They're not taking a loss. They're just not gaining anything. You know, that's it. They're not taking a loss because they're gonna put on a video. That's it. Money in the pocket. They are not taking a loss. No, absolutely not. And I mean, those loot boxes, aside from how predatory this is, with box in the box in the box, from what I understand, there's not like bad luck protection in this, kinda like you if you're not gonna get one of those, because you open one of the boxes and you get another box in it, right? But there's no protection. Like you can open like 20 or 50 boxes and you not get another one. I think that's the thing. I'm not really sure right now, but I think that's the thing. And there's no compensation for duplicates. If you get duplicate for a tank, you're not getting compensation. I think. If that's the case, that's even more ridiculous. But at this point, yeah, I mean, I don't. Again, I don't blame the wargaming as a company. No, every company is created to make money. That's the goal of a company. That's the whole purpose of a company. People are brain dead, and I blame people for being brain dead and for doing what they're doing. Not the company. Company will always cross the line. They will always try to get over the line just to make more money. It's up to people um, to catch them on it and not allow them to, because no company in the world will do something if the people will be against it. Because you're paying, not the company. Company is taking your money. You're paying for it. So company will never do something against you unless you allow them to. That's the whole point. They did this because they know the EU server will allow this. They know that. And the point is to show them that we don't allow this. So I hope that, I mean, this event is not over yet. People are still buying loot boxes, or they already bought it or whatever. But the point is um, that this event should be shut down by the community. If you're not gonna do this right now with this event, this is the rest. This is how it's gonna be. How the World of Tanks will look for next years. This is exactly how it's gonna look like. They're not gonna back up for this. They're gonna push more. They will. They absolutely will. So it's up to the community right now to do something about this. I do understand that this video is basically like a rant, but I just had to get off my chest because I've been watching those YouTube videos from content creators for many days now, and I'm just gonna vomit at some point listening to that bullshit that they're saying to everyone. I mean, the amount of hypocrisy from these people is insane. I know they're making money, that's their job, but there are some limits. This is your community, this is our community that we all work for. If you want to literally choose a company over that, then do it yourself. I'm not making money on YouTube, and so this video is free. Uh, and I just want to, get it off my chest. Because I hope this situation uh, will backfire, and that wargaming will pay the price eventually for this. Because this should not happen. This should not happen. So again, please vote with your wallet, but vote with your brain. That's the whole point of it. The way you spend your money affects others. It really does. So it's not just your money. It's just that what you do will affect others. Don't do that. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I hope I was able to deliver my message clearly. And thanks for watching, and I see you next time.